In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can format the floor of your surface chart in Microsoft Excel with ease, which is the area right here with a flying dollar bill. So to format the floor, I'm going to Control Z to kind of get it back to where it was. Now, first click on the floor. Then from here, right click on it, and you're going to want to click on Format Floor, which is basically the bottom area of the 3D chart. And then from here, you can format the area in many ways that you can other shapes in Excel. So you can add a fill of a solid fill, gradient fill, picture fill, or a pattern fill. You can add a border, a solid line, no line, or even an automatic line. So for example, I'm going to add a border of a solid black dashed line. I'm going to click on border, not low line, but click on solid line. I'm going to click on the black icon right there, and I can also adjust the width to make it even thicker or less thick if I wanted to. But one thing to know is that you really don't have much flexibility in adjusting the compound type or dash type as you might other lines within Excel. You can also have an automatic setting right there, which is just kind of the default. You can also adjust the fill to be really whatever you want it to be. Automatic, which is just the default. You can have no fill. Solid fill, which is just solid fill of any color that you want, which you can click on by having more colors. So let's say one in blue, and that's transparent, so you can adjust the transparency by having it be right here to be just a light green, for example, or a light gray, so it kind of pops a little bit more. Click OK. And you don't really see it because of the transparency, but I can make it, as you can see, a light gray floor is shown right here. You also have gradient fill, which can make things look quite interesting. Most honestly settings, this is really what you kind of would go to, but just note that you can adjust the gradient start stops, positions, the colors, and really even the shape of the gradient. As you can see, I tweak the settings for radial gradient with purple and blue, which is quite interesting for this graph. You can also have a picture texture fill, which as you can see, I have the picture of the dollar signs right here, but you can insert a picture from your computer, or you can insert stock images, online pictures, or from icons. So to insert the dollar sign, I just clicked on icons and I typed in dollar or money, and the little wing popped up right there. I'm gonna click on the different one right there. And you can also adjust the texture right here if you want to have whatever texture that you want. A weird fish texture, which I don't know why this is in Excel at all, but we have a weird fish texture on the floor of our graph right now. You can also stretch it and stack and scale with other things if you would like to. You can also have a pattern fill, which it can be very helpful for these kind of graphs because it can just create a bit more contrast based on what you're trying to show. So you can see I have some dots to really just kind of show the floor and a bit more contrast to the data that's being shown. Or you can just an automatic fill, which is kind of the default. As I said, I hope you found this to be helpful. The main thing is really just knowing that there's a lot of flexibility in how you can format the floor of a of a surface chart in Excel. It really just mess with them to do what you want it to do. Hope you found this to be helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.